Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and theys of all ages, and anyone not sitting on a cushion. Welcome to Unuvras' Wyrm Session 17. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. As we get ready to go, moving into our session for this evening, we will go ahead because we have some very wonderful names such as Angry at the World and Dwarf Wrestler. We shall introduce ourselves, starting with Miss Angry at the World, and move around in a counterclockwise fashion, if that explains the gist of it.
Hi, I'm Urula. I'm angry at every. I woke up from being in a mausoleum for the last who knows how long, and I am not loving what I'm seeing so far. So, yeah, she's having a time. I wouldn't call it a good time. But yeah, she's ready to get down to business. She wants to figure out what she's missed in the last several eons. And she's not sharing the fact that she's that old with anyone. Like, none of y'all know shit yet. Just saying. But anyways, yes. That I am a Dwarven paladin who is very cranky post snap.
I have not given you guys a lot of magical items. I think I might just have to give our dwarven wrestler a lasso of truth here moving forward. Or a sharing stick. One of the two. Whack somebody upside the head and they have to speak their deepest, darkest secrets.
I can dig it. I dig it. I definitely dig it. Anyway, I guess it brings to me, huh? My name is Tim, doorstop idol on the socials that I'll never check, but you're welcome to find me there. And tonight, for your viewing pleasure, and okay, let's be honest, most of my enjoyment, I'll be playing Vildrak Fireforge, also known as Rock Breaker. Yeah, see, Yabrula, we came to a crossroads. Yabrula said, let's go left. I said, go right. I went right. I come through the forest and I come to a river and I said, yeah, this is the way. Yabrula, follow me. And we're going straight to the top. Yeah.
He thinks he's in
Anyway.
charge.
Oh, yeah. And as the cream rises to the top, we'll go all the way down to the bottom with Kythos. Who is silent again? Is this
All right.
the one and only? Oh, okay.
No, I'm muting myself to be a good boy because apparently I talk a lot.
I was
Sometimes
going to say
without
this
even
happens
realizing
once
it.
a session.
I mean,
figured if we
it
got it
does.
away
There will
early-
come a time later this session, generally at the most inconvenient moment. It will be like I will wait an hour for my turn, and then Talon will say, "Hey, Brian, what do you do?" And it will be just anyway. But for now, while I do have you guys, I am Big Chief. You can find me on the TikTok and on Instagram and stuff. I don't ever post anything. I'm in the same boat as Tim. But I am there. But I am playing Kythos, the tiefling druid himbo that is just there for, he's just there for nature, man. He's just trying to bring balance and just trying to figure out what's going on. But he is a little worried with some stuff going on in the North Woods, which is his home. So, yeah. Let's see what happens.
Well, and Kythos, as he hasn't been here for a long time, but hopefully he sticks around for a good time, we'll go ahead and move on over to our resident war criminal pyromaniac.
Hi, I am a Fangless Wolf. You can find me on the socials that I don't ever check or post on anymore. She could find me. I will be playing Hulkus, the Owlin warlock who likes to set things on fire, who has now woken up from hibernation from the last X amount of weeks.
You know, he got so comfy in his nest, and it was so exhausting going through the dungeon. He just needed a break. We all need a timeout. He took some mental health days. I don't know how well his mental health is doing, considering he's sold his soul and bound it. He's got a pack bind, but he's trying. It's the best that all of us can do, right?
Fine.
It'll be fine. He's not going to get thrown into prison and charged at the Nuremberg trials of Unuvras's Wyrm. It won't be an
Just give
issue.
him something to set on fire.
Probably
He'll be
not
fine.
for setting fire and pushing people in and out of it constantly. It's fine.
That's not a war crime. That doesn't phase any articles of the laws of war. It's okay. We'll just go ahead and pass right on.
It's
past
not a war crime the first time it happens. Just saying.
By my count, it should have been a war crime 17 events ago.
But you
He's
see,
just not letting anybody survive long enough to bring him to trial.
You see, it's going to be even better now that we have a druid, though, because Halkus can set up the flaming spear and Eldritch Blast people like that way into it, push them away into it, and then Kythos can do spike the spikies, and then use Thorn Whip to pull people back through that and the flaming spear.
Would you?
Oh,
You
Hawkins has already cut off the middleman. He can repelling and drawing blast.
Oh,
He
even
can
better.
push and pull in the same turn.
I was going to say, I might be a not good druid because I didn't take the spiky spell.
I'm gonna hold my tongue on that one.
Great thing is, you're
Moving
prepared, bastards,
onward
you can
and
change.
upward. Moving onward and upward before my druid main of a wife crashes out on Brian for the 37th time about his druid build. We shall let her introduce herself.
Hello, I am Selkie, also known as Tides of Ashling. In this campaign, I am playing Aethera Valentina, the party's resident Shatterkai Samurai, Aravel's best friend, and the Raven Queen's least favorite princess. And that's about it.
And last, but certainly not least, the Hug Buddy extraordinaire, the Healy boy, Hugh, who always plays some sort of a meld with a cleric, Aravel.
Hello, I'm Justin. I have literally no public socials. I am a cleric Healy boy with a fighter. I am Aethera's best friend, and I am the Raven Queen's favorite princess. And that's me.
Brian, I have no control over Justin's profile. He needs to now be the Raven Queen's favorite princess.
Oh, I can change it myself.
That won't show. That's too long.
I vote to change the name of the episode to the Raven Queen's favorite princess.
I second.
Can't
this
do it. It
motion.
already started.
Damn it.
It's okay. I abbreviated it.
And last, but well, actually, we've already gone through this. I will be your narrator this evening. I am Taryn. I swear that sometimes I think about joining all of the socials, and then I get exhausted and tired, and I realize that that's just way too much work, and I would rather only hang out with people that I know on live stream to play D&D. So you will probably never find me, which is fine. I have my secret hidden corner, and I prefer to stay there. As we get into tonight's session, quick little recap for the last time. So the last couple of sessions have been definitely a little bit more RP based. We started off with, exemplifying how Vildrak really enjoys his macho man, Randy Savage, open-faced, barely belted robe. And we moved
It's
into...
very liberating, yeah.
But it has been
When-
made canon by the intro video that he does wear zebra print tights.
Yeah, except for when I'm in my robe, right? And then I just got the He-Man belt thing going on. But let me tell you a little secret, yeah. It's no belt. I just haven't shaved, yeah.
And as we continued forward into the session, Ubrula and Kythos decided that as they both wanted to eventually head back into the dungeon, or perhaps were feeling drawn into the dungeon for reasons only their characters can expound upon, they needed to meet with Lady Thibray, where they ran into all of the red tape and the most ridiculous bureaucratic nonsense to get onto Lady Thibray's schedule, only to find out that she was at Mogrel's Tavern. As the party ventured towards the tavern, following Aravel's crash out into his wonderful wooden sculpture of Kildrak and his dwarven man-thong, the party became aware that the evil that they thought that they had diminished, the evil they thought they had blocked from entering into the land today, had been coalescing up into the northern woods. Nobody is quite sure exactly what is going on, but our intrepid party, our heroes extraordinaire, have been tasked out with moving to the north, identifying where this green mist is coalescing, and hopefully beating back the evil. And as we get going into tonight's session, Thera is going to give the rallying cry, the mushers command, the sled dog's whistle to get the party moving in the correct direction.
I like how he makes his wife, who's losing her voice, be the first one to speak.
That's called true love. Okay, just
Love. Woo, love.
Outside, I'm not sure where Kythos is, but Aetheria's going to take some water from her water skin and sort of like wash her face off a little bit. And she's going to sit up and stand up and all business. And almost maybe it would be a persuasion check or an intimidation check, but she's going to look at each and every one of you that's there at the bar and go, you can come with me or you can stay, but we need to go. We have work to do, and I need to go retrieve Valsic and Halkus because we need Halkus for this. Let's be honest. Come on. But you can come with me or you can stay. And she will just walk towards wherever Halkus would be staying. And she would sort of like, not necessarily with a boombox, obviously, because that's not a thing in this world, but she would stand outside his window. Halkus, make haste! You've been sleeping for days and things have changed and we need you.
Well, all he had to do was ask. Let's go.
Oh! Okay, so you are well then. You are not, taken with maybe a permanent illness. You were just tired.
I did a lot of healing. I needed rest.
I know. And for that I am forever grateful for, but I fear we may need you a little bit more, and maybe a lot of bit more for what we are to do next.
Well, then lead the way, and Hulkus will leap out of his window.
Did the rest of the party follow Aethera or not?
I did, and I would have as we've gone. I've been okay. fill me in on this situation. Oh, sorry. No, I'm Scottish. Right. Fill me in on this situation. Clearly, something's going on that I do not know about. What's been going on before you all found me in the dungeon?
I got this one here. I took them notes. So, the dungeon that you were in was leaking some green mist that made bad things happen.
Like what?
Everyone was catatonic, right, Talon? I think.
God, can you verify my story?
Everyone was catatonic with the mist.
Just so we're all seeing this, he's doing that thing where he talks to the sky again.
Yeah. Hello?
God,
The
can you hear
Raven
me?
Queen will bless you with her voice, reminding you that this green mist gave everybody in the village these horrendous nightmares of being drawn into the sky, sucked into the mist, and eventually being utilized for the mist's own purpose. And as everybody in the party was previously bonded to the dungeon before, everything else that happened, each and every one of you seemed to awaken at a moment of true terror. And the following morning, what you found was a village that was no longer lively. You had essentially an entire village of people going through the ropes. They were barely attentive to their tasks. They were irritable. They were not as personable. They were not. You walked into the bar, and Mulgrel was basically with his head into his pillowed arms, not acknowledging anyone, just sliding drinks across the table. The soul, the spirit, the very vibrancy that existed in Thibre's pond was being stolen by their dreams at night.
Is that something? Do I recognize that magic at all? Or anything about that?
I'm assuming Aravel is relaying everything that the Raven Queen told him word for word.
Yeah, because she gave me the power of exposition.
And then wasn't the mist also like basically eating away at human flesh like acid right outside the dungeon?
That it was. Well, not necessarily the green mist. There were other pieces with it. For that specific piece, you had miners that were using acid to mine, and the green mist kind of turned them a little bit crazy, and they poured acid on each other. And it was very much a murder-suicide kind of a situation from massive depressive episodes.
Okay.
And then now that we finished that dungeon, the mist, some of it stayed out and coalesced and is now going up north into the woods. And that's where we're going.
All right.
As far as your question as to whether or not you would recognize any of this, give me a history check, Yabrula.
Any advantage?
Unfortunately not. I generally don't give advantage to amnesiacs
Ugh.
that require a
Okay,
history
fine,
check
but
to remember
18.
anything of their past. With an 18, you don't necessarily recognize it. You weren't around when Unuvras dove deep into essentially the pitfalls that he grew into. What you will know is that any magic that is strong enough to affect an entire village and coalesce itself is very powerful.
And probably from him in some way.
Potentially from him, as it is inherently described as coming from his dungeon. The logic would logic there, yes.
Did this mist feel like corruption?
Well, you see, I don't particularly deal in the business of being corrupted, so I wouldn't really have a baseline to go off of on that one.
No, but you are a cleric, no?
God.
You're gonna feel a very ethereal slap upside the head for calling out to your god twice this early.
We'll find out later.
Oh, you want to lay on that blankie already? I'm not knitting it for you.
But we got the bird, so now we got to go to the north.
All right. Well, let's go then.
Heck yeah.
All right, so I'm assuming the party is heading into the thick of it.
Indeed.
Hi ho, into the woods we go.
As you
Ooh,
guys
is Bush coming
continue
with
to
them?
traverse north, you are going to walk from brightest day through open fields, these wonderful tracks. And the second you cross into the tree line, you'll notice that not green, but the forests feel wrong. Kythos, you especially would feel like... Oh, okay. Never mind. Kythos isn't here. We're fine with this. Are we right?
At the end of it, Kythos said that he walked to his little shed in the back
We all
to
left
get
yet
his
the
armor
last
and shit
session.
on, and nobody remembered to bring Kythos.
We were
So
all leaving
Kythos
at the end
comes
of last
out ready to
session.
go, and everybody's just gone.
I got bullshit.
No,
Yeah,
you were with us when we left.
I
At the end of
literally,
last session, we were all leaving town.
I don't
We were.
think so.
We were.
We were, yes, we were
I
all
am
heading out.
90% sure I had the armor
No,
up
we-
first. 'Cause
we
At the
all
his
end of
left
armor
last
was like
session,
tucked away because he hasn't worn it in like an age.
We all
Yeah,
left
but
the
while
bar
we were doing
together.
that, we were also waiting for Vilcus to put on pants and get his whatever the hell he rides on.
I would say
I don't ride on
that-
anything, okay? Ku is his own man, well, dog,
Nice.
and he walks.
Athera had time to hoot at the owl and get him to leave his wonderful perch in Mogrel's Tavern. You had time to get on your armor and meet up with the rest of the party.
Okay, but does the armor have a top, or is it like just studded leather pants?
Studded.
Please tell me studded leather pants. I would love to make a roll with disadvantage to shoot at your nipples.
He wears. He has serpent scale armor.
No, the nipples are pierced. It's armor.
The nipples are about to be pierced.
They're actually resistant to piercing damage.
Why? Justin's the Twinkie, not me.
I don't know the
Yeah,
art
but when you
upgrade.
insist
He
on
has
walking
the
around skirt-
Fabio chin now.
Yeah, you actually removed that aspect from my character in the new art.
What?
Hey, just because like your face has muscle doesn't mean the rest of you does.
You standardized me compared to putting me in a category.
You're gonna need to fix
I
this
can
art
redo
too.
your art with the original ones that came out because they were legitimately a lot more.
The new one is so good
Ambiguous, I'll
though.
say it that way.
I love the new one so much. Keep it.
It's great. We just needed a little twinkier.
Wow.
Anyway, is Kythos with the rest of the party?
Yes, Kythos will catch up. I will say, like they left a little ahead of him. He comes flying in because I forgot he has wings.
All right. So as the group starts to move into the forest, Kythos, you especially would realize that where the forest would normally feel like home, there's something inherently wrong with it.
All right.
Walking in, the trees feel like they are looming over you. What once was wide stretches of game trails, easy footing, roots feel like they are sticking up to trip the entire party, and your passage is considerably slowed. Something about this does not feel natural.
Mm.
What would you like to do?
Well, so how thick are these woods? Like, do I have a clear path to like fly up and check out more ahead of us in the surrounding area? Or is it getting kind of like denser where I can't really do that?
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Sure. That's a 7 plus 6. So 13.
And are you wild shaping in order to fly, or am I
No,
forgetting something?
I am just
about
a
your
feral
character?
tiefling, so I have wings.
Okay. As you try and fly into the canopy, you feel like the trees are reaching out to grab you. You are used to the forest feeling alive. You're used to feeling the energy of, nature's power flowing through and trees reaching up to stretch to the sunlight. You're used to feeling rodents and forest creatures scampering around. You are one with the forest.
Mm-hmm.
And now it feels like it is trying to hinder you, to hold you back. Does anybody remember the very wonderful 1992 classic Ferngully?
Fern Gully. Yeah.
Of course. My name is Batty. The logic is erratic.
When Krista utilized her powers to pull branches together, to intertwine them, when the fairies spoke to grow woods and to impede the path of human machinery, you are that machinery. And something much darker, much more twisted is attempting to bar your path. You feel as though you could push through. It would be difficult.
So because you said the trees are like reaching out to me, right?
The very forest itself is
Okay.
attempting to bar your way.
In that case, looking at my spells for the day, I will burn a third spell and cast Speak with Plants. I would like to tell the plants to tell me what them is the problem? Why are you trying to block our way?
You are very robotic on my end. Is that
Okay,
just
I'm
me?
so glad it's not just on
I
my
was
end.
saying,
Yeah,
thought
no,
it
I was just
me.
hearing an angry robot.
We told you that Brian's computer was going to lose vocals at some point.
Do I need to restart my computer? How about now?
No. Here at the Clockwork Nexus, we obviously have so many people that invest into our program that we can afford the nicest technology with the most wonderful Wi-Fi, hire the most professional staff with the best writing in the world. If you think you can find better than the Clockwork Nexus, I think you might just be wrong.
That's a true statement. We are consummate professionals.
Mhm.
So professional. Like never made a joke in our lives.
No.
Never
yeah.
late.
Well-funded consummate professionals that follow
Maybe take
all
that part out. We don't
federal
want to lie.
regulations. You can find us on the FAA's Better Business Bureau practices. That is how amazing the Clockwork Nexus is.
Talent. Is lying about that a crime?
I will hold to my First Amendment rights to say whatever I damn well please,
Okay.
Yes.
as long as it does not put anybody in danger. So unless you can think, you got to be our lawyer here, Justin. Is there a conceivable methodology where me lying on a stream
Wait,
about
but
how
the lawyer
professional we
Justin's
are?
a therapist, so that
Yeah,
feels twisted.
I'm in a
That's the
whole
point.
other realm of things. Matt's our
Is there
lawyer.
a conceivable method where me lying on stream could inadvertently put somebody in danger of life, limb, or eyesight?
Well, okay. This is a loaded question because in all reality, every action that we do could potentially lead to someone dying.
Yeah.
That's just the
Okay.
butterfly effect.
Butterfly effect.
Conceivable, as in readily probable.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one.
This is where I need the great Vasili's inconceivable button.
Let's see what best I got for you is gone.
Oh no, there's two of them with the soundboard now.
I didn't mean to play it again. Brian's
We're
back.
two.
Can you hear me now?
No.
Yes.
Fuck you, Danny.
Every assault.
I will put you in timeout, young lady.
Sorry, Dad.
I'm really glad you stopped at Dad because that would
That guy-
weird.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I was getting a little uncomfortable there for a second.
Yeah.
Anyway, what work are
Anyway.
you doing?
So
Yes.
what I was trying to say before I
Anyway.
apparently turned into a druid robot, which I would like to say
Robot
that if I ever make a Warforged druid, I would like to say that he is a transformer, Beast War style.
No,
Just saying.
no, I resent
I'm
that.
establishing
and
that now.
No, I
But
resent
anyway.
that. I'm not with you, and we will talk
It would
about
be
later.
awesome, and you know it.
Robot
You
chicken.
have to rescind the rules against war forges inside.
I
the
know
Clockwork
in this
Nexus.
campaign I can't do it, but in one of your campaign, I am going to make a Warforged druid, and he is going to be like Beast War style.
No.
When
no,
you make
no,
a Warforged druid,
no.
I will make a Warforged blade singing wizard.
I hate you.
Oh, yes.
I'm adding Blade Singer to my list of banned subclass.
No,
hang
you're
out with
not.
my
That's so
Warforged
mean.
Anyway, so what I was
Anyway,
trying to say before I turned into a robot.
I want to go. Come on, guys. I love all the banter, but I want to go. Come on.
Okay. So what I was going to say was what I was trying to say before I roboted out is I would like to, looking at my spells that I have prepared for the day, I would like to burn a 3rd level spell slot to cast Speak with Plants. So what you guys would see is Kythos would come back down from trying to fly. He would land, and he will just kind of walk up to a tree, casting his spell in Druidic. And in this language, he is just speaking to the tree and saying, "What troubles you, my friend? Why do you bar our path?"
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't like those ones as this guy. Yeah, that's not bad. That would be a dirty 20.
You feel fingers of pain crawling into your consciousness. However, you are able to hold yourself back. But as you go to speak with plants, the entire forest sounds as though it is being tortured. Images of bark being stripped from trees and underlayers being laid bare to the open agony of the green fog. Plants vibrant, alive, but their leaves strewn with a black sickness as their hollowed out cores begin to rot beneath them. You get 1,000 voices just in this one area in your head of beings that just wish they could die. Dying would be less painful. The forest sickening and rotting would be less painful. But the fog keeps them alive. The fog doesn't let them pass on. And your entire druid heart, the stomach inside of you, you just want to vomit. And you are on the edge of the forest.
So he will kind of fight back this urge to vomit, this kind of, and just kind of giving a dark glare over his shoulder, and he will just, still in Druidic to the trees, just, "My friends, point me to where this is, and I will do everything in my power to stop this plague on you. Do not bar us, just tell us where you need us to go."
You see in your mind's eye, as the plants make a connection with you, a path that leads deeper in. But as you are staring, you have this double vision. The way that you feel like you should go is risen with thorns, nettle, and poisonous plants all along the way. The forest wants your help. And you get the feeling that the impediment is not from the plants. It's not their will.
So as they show me this, do I get any hint of kind of like dark Druidic magic at work?
Give me an Arcana check.
All right.
Can I give him guidance?
You can always smack him upside the head to give him guidance.
I poke your earlobe. Guidance.
All right. So with guidance, that will be a 21.
This magic isn't natural. This is not a dark druid. This is not a shadow grove. This is not a group that is twisting the plants under their own image. This is something different. Something familiar. Something that pulses. Something that changes and corrupts and doesn't let go.
All right. So you said I at least see this general path where we're supposed to go, though, right? I know.
In your mind's eye, you have a path to go.
Okay.
Your vision, you would be walking through brambles and spiked roots, poisonous plants, nettle in the undergrowth. You would be walking a path of swords. But it is the path that the trees showed you.
Now you just kind of will tap the tree and just kind of. I promise you, friends, I'll find a way to free you of this. I'll set things right. Whether I can repair what's been done, or whether we have to burn the sickness away and let you grow anew, we will fix this. I won't let you suffer. And then I will turn to the rest of the party and say, my friend showed me a way that we can go, but it's not going to be an easy path. Something out there is corrupting my home. It is defiling my home.
What do you mean corrupting?
I'm sorry, you have friends that, with the way you talk to me at Mokrel's bar, you seem to be alone.
Oh, I know people back at the pub for sure, but these, and they'll just kind of like motion to the trees around them. These are my friends. These are all but family to me.
What do you mean corrupted?
There's a sickness in them, something that is causing them intense agony, but not allowing them the sweet release of death. This green mist that's plaguing the land. And we have to find whatever is causing it, and we have to, well, we have to take care of it, and then we might have to do some burning if need be to rid this forest of the sickness. Which, from what I understand, one of you is pyrotechnically inclined. If the stories be true.
What do you know of us exactly? What are you implying?
Only what I've heard.
What's that?
Nothing about you.
Aye.
The rest of you have whispers about you, though.
Oh, just whispers, yeah. Find that hard to believe, yeah. The story of Rock Breaker, yeah, that has spread far and wide. I'd be surprised if it's just whispers.
I haven't heard anything about you, Vildrak, but I hear a lot about your brother Kildrak as the honorable and better brother.
Enough. This is not a penis measuring contest. Enough. Speak
But-
soon.
I'm sorry.
What do you know about it?
Rock breaker.
Yeah, we can forgive
Moving on.
you for never hearing about it, seeing as
No,
you've
I
been living
don't.
under a rock. Yeah,
Because every time he talks, I want to break my head upon a rock.
just 5 time, yeah, 5, count them, 5 time champion. Yeah.
Please tell me he does the spinneroonie.
Yes. Now you see a dwarf do the complete and immaculate spinneroonie.
What's a spinneroonie?
Oh,
Find
I'm
the
gonna
gift, put it in there.
I'm
Anyway,
putting-
so
Question.
Kythos will sit there and just say, we do have to, we might have to burn some of the forest to ease its suffering. I'm sure that none of you object to that if it's necessary.
How deep is the corruption? I mean, we cannot burn the whole forest.
We will not have to burn the whole forest, as the whole
you
forest is not corrupt, but the trees are like a network, so if one of them is hurting, then they're all hurting, so we have to just find the heart of it right. And they showed me a way, my friends showed me a way, but it's filled with thorns and nettle and poisonous plants galore.
No. Lovely.
But a very wise man once said, the closer we are to danger, the further we are from harm. So I do think that might be the best path we could go.
I do not think that's...
It makes sense when you think about it.
No.
Tell me how this makes sense. Have you been a leader? Have you led people to their deaths? Have you led people to fight for something worth fighting for?
The forest is worth fighting for. And this is something I will fight to protect with my dying breath.
So what are we burning?
Nothing yet.
Sad owl sounds.
No.
Question, because like
Burn
at
them.
the... Oh, sorry.
Halkus has a point. If burning this forest means that these forests can regrow and start over again, maybe it would be worth it.
Oh, and I agree with you, but as you can see, the corruption hasn't reached out here yet.
Maybe not, but it could.
It could, but should we not find out what's there? You don't cut an arm off just because it has a cut on it that might get infected.
As the doctor here, depends on the kind of cut.
Anathera will look at Araval to take charge of this conversation specifically.
I mean, Halkus is the fire expert here. And if it's, smarter to just burn the whole thing down.
Hey, but then we cannot move through the forest to stop the corruption. We must stop it, and then we can stop.
I'd like to point out that the forest that we're in is, and Talon can correct me if I'm wrong on this, literally thousands of acres. Burning the whole thing would be
Disastrous.
It would be like burning Washington, Oregon, and California to the ground.
Lovely.
Just point at Halkus. This bad boy can throw so many fireballs.
So let me rephrase. It would be hundreds of thousands of acres.
What, you got 2 per hour, right, Matt?
No. If we burn the forest now and we do not stop the corruption will still spread. And we cannot
Right.
get to it if we have to walk through fire. We have to stop the corruption.
And
then
what do you specifically know of the corruption?
he just said it's bloody corruption.
And that is not what I said. That's not what I asked. I'm asking what you know of the corruption. You are hiding things. You are the newest person here. We saved you from the dungeon. So if you know things that you're not telling us, you should probably tell us now.
I went
And
in
it
the
will
dungeon.
save so many more people.
I went in the dungeon long ago to stop corruption. I did not know exactly what form it would take. Just that I had to stop it if I could.
If I may interject here for a minute, all this standing around theoreticizing, it ain't getting us any closer to punching things, So, how about we walk and talk,
But once Lord, question, Talon, because I speak Dwarven, and so does Vildrak, but I'm basic, not that they know this, but I'm an ancient dwarf because I'm from eons and eons ago. Would it be in essence kind of my Dwarven is ancient Latin kind of compared to their modern day, where if I say something in Dwarvish, it's just they're just we think it's Dwarvish, but we're not quite sure. And vice versa, whenever Vildrak speaks in Dwarvish, I have to catch up to the modern dialects, and they're just fuck if we know what she's saying.
I love the self-imposed complication of this.
I mean, I'm ancient.
I'm going to give this to you because I didn't think this far ahead. So we're going to do it this way. I have two concepts. Either
okay,
you still speak ancient Dwarvish, as you say, or while trapped in that mausoleum, there was enough change that you subconsciously, through diffusion, were able to update your speech patterns. I'm going to roll a D100.
She got Apple updates as she was going. Got it.
I need to know.
That was the case. Wouldn't I not have amnesia?
Do you want odds or evens?
I want the
And
ancient
you could
Dwarven.
still absolutely have amnesia. There are... How much do you want me to nerd out in 30 seconds?
Yes.
There are massive amounts of allegorical evidence that certain people that suffer strokes...
Hold on. Soki, you good? Come on, get her water.
Breathe. There's a lot of allegorical evidence that certain people that have suffered strokes, especially very specific strokes to certain portions of their brain, when they wake up, they either speak with a different accent, they have, they know completely different language sets, but it doesn't change the knowledge that they've had.
I feel like I remember that vaguely from psych classes. Okay, yeah.
Yep. So, do you want highs and lows, or odds or evens?
Oh, can I either way still have the knowledge of the ancient Dwarven?
Yes.
I mean, that feels real.
Yes, absolutely.
You could always compromise and make it Old English.
I was gonna say Spain Spanish versus Mexican Spanish.
Yeah. You would remember speaking in it. We will say that
take
due
odds.
to the traumatic experiences of being in the mausoleum for as long as you were, you can either speak modern Dwarven and understand and remember ancient Dwarven, or you only speak in ancient Dwarven.
Ancient Dwarven. I think that's got really fun roleplay potential.
I agree, but you started me down this path and I want to roll some dice. So I'm going
Okay.
to use my DM is always right powers for odds and evens or highs and lows.
I'll take odds.
Odds?
Let's have a game of roulette.
So let it be canon that you only speak ancient Dwarven.
Yes! This is going to be so great. So I'm just
You-
like,
You specifically will also have as much difficulty understanding modern Dwarven as if we pulled Chaucer into modern day English.
oh yeah. They're going to have to teach me modern Dwarven.
Ooh, I know just the teacher. Yeah.
And it's going to be great because like I'm going to be the only, because like, you know how like when you read text from like, you know, like ancient English from like Chaucer and earlier like Beowulf, and you're just like, what is this? And so like, you know, if we come across any ancient text, they're all just going to be sitting there like, and I'm like, yeah, this is what it says. So like, you know, there's a use. And it's going to be really fucking funny. And also it means that when Kythos had said that the forest was corrupted, I had like started uttering like just curses and some kind of like ancient, like gods help us, like something like some kind of like ancient prayer or something in ancient Dwarven. And like no one would have really known what I was saying, just that it was like, it was me like being like, oh, this isn't fucking good, more or less.
Okay. So we have a prayer to the ancient Dwarven gods spoken in perfect ancient Dwarven. We have Kythos describing a path forward that seems very uncomfortable. We have Halkus that wants to burn 3 states worth of forest into the ground. What is the party wanting to do?
Which way do we need to start going?
Yes. Vildrak is looking for the most expedient direction that would lead him to something to punch.
Lead the way, Kaito.
Era is looking for the way to move forward to get the job done.
Mm-hmm. Kythos, did your friends tell you which way directly to go?
Just so I'm clear, the job is to clear whatever this is, right?
Hey,
The
I'm
job
corrupt-
is to determine where the corruption is coming from, to potentially clear it out of the forest, and to banish the green mist that left so many in Thibare's Pond uncomfortable with lasting nightmares.
All right. So, with the path that it showed me, would I have enough markers to be familiar with the area that it's showing me? Since I know this wood fairly well.
Give me a nature check.
All right. Hey, I like those.
You're a druid, I would hope so.
And I'm going to give myself guidance just in case.
Oh,
Are you
nice.
adding Kina right now?
Okay, look, to be fair, I have played many a druid, and nature is rarely one of my better skills.
All right. Well, for
No, I
me,
agree with you.
it
Nature is
is.
not one of the things I take.
So, with a 19 on the dice and a 4 on the guidance, plus 7 in nature, that gives us a dirty 30 which I like being able to say.
You know exactly where you are in the forest. You know the
Okay.
path forward. You understand that the path of swords that is being offered to you is an old game trail that you have walked quite a few periods in your life. If you wish to attempt to go off track, you have a pretty good idea on where you need to go.
All right. And with where we're going, doesn't this take me, like, is it close to home for me? Or is it far enough away from home that I'm not entirely worried about home yet?
You are not entirely worried about home yet, but it is heading towards your home.
Okay. So with that, I will kind of go to Athera, seeing that she is the one that is standing out as the leader of the party, and I will say, I am sorry if it felt like I was trying to supplant your authority here. I know that you're the one in charge. But, Lady Athera, if you would please just trust my judgment of these woods, I know it pretty well. And I would not lead you astray. She stares back at me awkwardly.
Selkie is still alive, right?
You could never do that because I would never stand behind a man.
So, if you would please, just follow me for a bit, and if it seems like I'm leading us into something ill-fated, or something that sits not right with you, speak your piece, and
I
I'll
don't know
gladly
you.
explain my thinking.
I don't know you. And what reason would I have to believe you that you would lead me in the right direction?
What reason would you have to believe that I wouldn't?
Just
Mulgrew
speak
vouched
straight.
for me, did he
I
not?
will throw an arrow to your forehead, between your eyes.
What would I have to gain by leaving people that are looking to help the wood of my home rid it of this corruption that is sending it into such agony? Now, it's true you don't know me from any other tiefling, and I give you that. But you do know Mulgrew, and you do trust him, do you not?
You don't know my girl, neither do I.
I have a spell that might be of use here. Zone of Truth. If such spells still function the same.
Well, if you wish to cast your zone of truth and hear me speak nothing but the word of truth, go ahead. Because I will make it my goal to teach you that the better thing than the devil you don't know is the devil that you do.
Nothing.
You don't see.
Huh? Fine.
Would you like the spell? You seem ill at ease with half of us. Makes me wonder, why do you not trust the people you match besides?
Kythos. And Athera will raise her brow and look Kythos straight in the eye. And assuming he's taller than her, she's looking up at him.
Yeah,
straight in the eye.
he's like 6'6" or something like that, 6'7".
Alright, well, for Athera at 5'5", she is going to say Kythos and look him in the eye. Walk away.
Did you tell me to walk away?
Walk away.
Are you telling me to leave the party? Because if that's your wish, I will abide.
No. I know. But I have words with Yabrula and I need you to go far away.
Very well. If you just allow me, I'll just go scout ahead a bit, if that's all right.
No, do not get ahead.
Well, where do
Stay.
you want me to go then?
Stay with the party. Stay with us. Do not go ahead. Do not dare move forward. Just stay here, but stay away from me and Yabrula. Can you do that? And she is standing up straight. She is looking at you with such a serious, like, you're dead to me eyeball, which you can't make sense of, but she's staring at you with such authority.
And he will just sit there and he will give the deepest bow and say, as the lady wishes.
I
And
would
he
like to
will
walk
go
with
off in the,
Kratos.
still with the party, but off in the woods a little bit and just kind of sit down and just kind of meditate.
And Athera will look at Yabrula. What is your goal here? Why did you come back with us?
Because people are in danger. I do not stand for that. What did you mean why I left the dungeon?
People are always in danger and people always die. Why did you come back with us? You could have remained frozen. What awoke you?
I wish I knew. I am just as lost as you are, Night Bears. I do not know what was going on. I have woken to a world I do not recognize.
And what say you about it? Are you with us or are you against us? I do not understand your presence here.
Are you with the protection of the innocent?
Do you not know the order of the Blue Tunium?
No, I do not. What are you?
And you would see Athera sort of like grab the bridge of her nose for a minute. And then she would look at you. Do you know nothing of anything? Why are you even here? Why are you with saving?
If you need to ask that of someone, then you are the type of person that I'm used to protecting people from. I do not ask somebody if they are worth saving. I see someone who needs help and I help them. What gives you the right to decide that someone does not deserve help?
I do not decide it. I'm asking you, what makes you want to help people? What makes you want to make things right? What makes you want to help and make everything make sense?
Why is the sky blue? I do not like bullies. I have fought bullies. I do not know how to explain a moral compass to you.
Are you calling me a bully?
No, I am saying you seem to lack an understanding of a moral discipline that I've got. I do not know how to explain that to you. I do what is right because it is right, not because it is easy. But because I can stop something, and because sometimes nobody else can, or nobody else will, but I know that I can.
Okay. Well, then what can you stop? Can you stop this town from being savaged by all of the things in the dungeon? Can you stop my family, Aravel's family? Can you stop Vildrek's family from being taken away from everything? Are you that special?
I'm no more special than you.
I am not special. And I resent you for saying so. The Raven Queen resents me. I just want to know what was the point of saving you? What is the point of waking you up if you have nothing to give us?
I give you my hammer, my blood, and my spells. I give you my life if that is what you need. Is that not enough?
I don't want your life. I don't want your life. I want your understanding. I want your knowledge. I want
my
to
knowledge is
realize
lacking.
what saved you.
I do not know. I do not know how you woke me. I do not know if it was you that woke me or if something else did and that just happened to be at the same time that you appeared. Do you not understand? I am as lost as you are in all this.
Are you at a loss? Or do you know things that you're not telling us? Do you know things that could help us? This village is vulnerable. This village is, as far as I know, struggling.
Then we will not save it by standing here bandying words. We will help them by doing something about the corruption before it can take
Then what
lives.
do you suggest we do?
We find the source and we kill it.
If you have been frozen forever, what do you suggest we do? What were you doing while you were frozen?
Honestly, watching stalactites build. Do you know what it's like to watch eternity pass you by and not even know how long it's been? I don't even know how long it's been. To be frozen in time and feel it pass through you. It's maddening. And to wake from that and the whole world you know is gone. And you're told that to live in the place that you grew up, the place that is your home, you've got to buy it back from somebody who speaks in ways you don't know, who thinks that just because they found something, it's theirs, even though you knew it first. You knew it in a way they cannot, because they just found it and laid claim. If you dropped your bow in the woods and fell down a hill and I picked it up and then said it was mine, would that make it so?
Well, if you love somebody, and I think if you protected somebody, it would make it so.
I'm not talking about somebody. I am talking about my home, the place I grew up, the place I learned to work still, the place I played with my siblings.
Home could be a person, home could be a thing, home could be a type of food.
But my home does not exist anymore.
But it might. I do not understand their struggles.
I do not know what you what?
Maybe you and I can come to agree to disagree.
Aye. What do you assume that everyone you do not know yet is out to harm you, out to harm the world? Have you not considered that other people can have goodness in them and not just you? Why are you so suspicious? I've done nothing to earn that distrust, and yet you were so eager to hand it to me. Why is that?
I beg your pardon, because I do not have goodness in me. Where I am from, everything is dark. There is nothing but bones and skeletons and broken spirits. I came here to make a difference. I do not beg of you this change. But what I do wonder is, well, why you joined us. You could have awoken, you could have left. So what say you? What made you join this silly party of mine?
I had
Can
nothing
you
to
answer
do
me
with
that?
Aye. Because there is danger afoot, and you and your group are doing something about it. You said you came here from wherever horrid place you come from, and there's not a place I'd like to be, I can tell you that from what I just heard. But you came here to make a difference. That is all I want to do. You are set on helping people. That is all I want to do. Our goals are aligned. If they had not been, I'd have set out on my own to fix it. But we're stronger with allies. Are we not?
I fear my only allies are the few people that I'm working with now. But can I consider you an ally, or are you an enemy of the situation? Be truthful with me, please. I beg of you.
And with that, Yabula is just gonna like sigh, and I am gonna cast Zone of Truth and step into it, and then purposely fail the charisma save, and then I'm just gonna like gesture for her to step in with me.
We're going to go ahead and pause there. It's going to be about an hour and a half where we'll head over to our bio break. And then we'll come back and finish everything up.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Give us 5 minutes and we'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody, to Unuvras' Wyrm session 17. Normally don't like doing this, and I'm really sorry. I'm gonna actually call it here for the evening. We can pick up in a couple of weeks. I need to get A's to bed. I think the meds and everything are kind of doing a thing. I
Feel
really
better, Silk?
apologize. 2 weeks. Hopefully everything's cleared up.
Feel better.
All right,
Feel better.
buddy. You go handle that. We'll handle the outro. We
Yes.
got you.
All right. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. So, usually at the end of the night, we go over what's going on in the Nexus. And coming up this week is actually one of our busy weeks. So, on Monday, we will have Uncharted. The Southern Cross is coming up.
Southern Lights. You
Southern
can't even
Lights.
get your name
Sorry,
straight.
I even did it now. Yes, the Southern Lights. We are hitting the Southern Lights this week. So that is the group that's going down south. That is Ellie and Andy and Bill. And there's one more, and Sean and Cousin. There we go. I got that one. So you can tune in for that. On Tuesday, you will see Tim up there where Talon was. You will see him up there doing his thing for Midnight City Royale, which is a new one. We were supposed to have our second session 2 weeks ago, but weather really decided that wasn't going to be a thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like devastation all across the country. It was bad.
Every single person was screwed that night.
Yeah, the universe just said no.
Yep.
Wednesday,
Wednesday,
you can come back to see Danielle up there in Talon Spot for Threads of War, where only good things are happening. Helgar definitely wasn't ready to commit war crimes and crimes against humanity by interrogation technique at all. He definitely didn't break anybody's kneecaps.
No,
and then
he didn't go
had somebody heal them. Whoops. What's funny is if I had a gold piece for every time Helgar was accused of war crimes, I'd have 2 gold pieces, which isn't a lot, but it's kind of weird that it happened twice, right? Anyway.
Accurate.
Right. On Thursday, you can tune in for the Talkwork Nexus, where I believe what they are going to be going over is campaign settings and existing ones versus homebrew ones and everything like that. So you can tune into the podcast and catch that. And then that will be it for next week. So yeah, literally got something Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's a pretty full week. And I will be involved in at least 2 of those. 3 of those. I'm involved in 3 of those. Danielle is involved in 3 of them. Yeah. So that's what we got. As always, stay tuned. We apologize for last week and our lack of shows last week, but as some of you guys know, we are not exactly professional. We are just a group of nerds that get together here on the line and do our thing. We do not have like a professional studio that we go to. We are actually mostly all in different states. So we do our very best to bring you guys consistent content, but sometimes, whether it's life or whether it's weather or the universe in general, sometimes it doesn't work out, but hey, we try our best. So stay tuned, come back, check us out for more. But for now, I kind of think that that's it. So we apologize for the abbreviated night, but Selkie was very obviously, if any of you were actually hearing her, she was not 100%. So she definitely needed the rest. So does anybody have anything else that they want to put out? All right. Then with that, we will say goodnight, and we will catch you guys next time here on the Clockwork Nexus. Good night, everybody.